Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review, and I'm outside on my back porch. Very windy and cold today, but I want to talk about a sample from the House of Zoologist called Chipmunk. And here's the picture of the chipmunk there on the front, and a picture of the bottle inside the card. Chipmunk came out in 2021. Top notes of nutmeg, cardamom, quince, pink pepper, and blood mandarin. Middle notes of hazelnut, oak, balsam fir, chamomile, and earthy notes. Base of cedar, guaiac vetiver, benzoin, amyris, apopanox, animal notes, and patchouli. So this is my very first experience with the House of Zoologist. When I first heard of Zoologist, I thought it was a very interesting concept for a fragrance house, but I was a little bit wary to try it because I figured, now who would want to smell like an animal? You know, it just seemed like a sort of just not an unwearable experience, but I did like the concept of the animal pictures on the bottles. It looks like they took like an animal, like a chipmunk, dressed him up in a $5,000 Tom Ford suit, took his picture, slapped his picture on a bottle, and you got a really nice bottle design right there. And they have so many different ones right now, different animals. But the chipmunk, from what I've been reading and just based on the notes, it sounded like one of the more wearable and good entry-level zoologist fragrances to check out. So that's what I'm doing today with my review. I've been wearing this one a little bit. I wore this one to work even, and get my thoughts on it. So lots of notes listed here, and it seems to me that when you look at other reviews, different people pick up on different things. You would think chipmunk would be well, certainly the smell of a chipmunk plus trees, brown leaves, acorns, things along those lines. And a lot of those notes I'm not really getting here. Basically what I'm getting here is I do get that benzoin, sort of that resinous sweetness there, maybe some spices as well, but then I also get a lot of the animal note here. The animal note here is kind of like a leathery musk, and it's quite possible that this could be straight up chipmunk musk, but I think your fingers would have to be very small to get that stuff out of there. Maybe if you used a pair of tweezers it would work, but I don't know. It's probably some kind of an animal musk. This isn't like your typical like laundry dryer sheet musk that a lot of fragrance houses use. This is straight up like Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett coonskin hat musk right here. This is like castoreum or civet or something like that. So I get a lot of that as well. Sort of like a musky, leathery kind of an animalic smell with some sweetness from like a slightly spicy benzoin. So that's basically what I'm getting from the fragrance. I think it's pleasant, but it is a bit animalic, and it does kind of remind me of like an old school fragrance as well, like something that you might rock in the 70s or 80s when those animalic fragrances were a lot more popular than they are today. I think today it's all about smelling like soap or flowers. Now, back in those days, you smell like a real man, and this is kind of like what you're doing here. There's a real man smell. I can see a woman that likes an earthy or animalic tone to check this one out. If you're looking for something that's animalic and earthy, this might be a good one to check out as well for you, because it's not too outright, animalic. Maybe a woman could pull it off. I haven't tried any other ones from the line. I mean, there seems like there's probably some other ones like beaver or cow that might be a bit much, or rhinoceros, but I haven't tried those. So this one I think would be a good checkout starting point for the House of Zoologist, Chipmunk. Let me give my final thoughts here, though. The smell, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think it smells pretty nice. I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't get enough of the acorn or hazelnut smell or the brown leaves. Mostly that animal, furry chipmunk smell more than anything else. Projected longevity, decent, but it's certainly not overpowering. I didn't feel like this couldn't be worn at work because it didn't seem like it really gassed me out when I wore it. I'll say 5 to 7 hours, 7.5 out of 10. Versatility, I think this would be a good fall winter fragrance. A lot of people say this is maybe one of the best autumn fall fragrances you can buy, and I would say maybe for me, a 2021 fall list, this one might pop in at number 10 or 9. It's good enough to make the list, but I don't think it's my favorite fall fragrance ever. There's others that I think would be more suitable as far as that goes. Uniqueness, I'll say 7 out of 10 because I think there's enough going on to make it unique, but not everything that was listed here popped out in my nose, so I'll say 7 out of 10. Uniqueness. Price point, 60 ml, $175. You can get this at Lucky Scent. You can get this directly from the Zoologist website. I would probably recommend going with a Lucky Scent because you can get some free gifts if you order from Lucky Scent. That's what I usually do. Get that expensive bottle from Lucky Scent. Maybe get yourself $75 worth of free samples. But for me, overall, 7 out of 10. A pleasant fall fragrance if you like animal notes and benzoin, maybe some spice. Check it out and see what you think. Chipmunk from Zoologist. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.